Okay, so I'll lob you a softball to start.
Okay.
What's the solution for North Korea?
Well, there's basically three different tools. There's diplomacy, there's sanctions, and there's military force. Right now, North Korea is not interested in diplomacy. It's not clear that sanctions are going to have much of an effect absent a full, complete embargo. China is very resistant to doing that, fearing political collapse and regime change. And the military option is just sort of out there. The Trump administration is playing around with it. They talk a big game, but the costs are very substantial. U.S. military action could create a crisis in the U.S.-South Korea relationship because President Moon does not want, Seoul to be destroyed. So the policy options are actually really limited. And I think the real problem is going to be that Kim Jong-un right now has one goal, which is to demonstrate that he can have a nuclear-capable ICBM. And so I expect in the next few months that we're going to see a full horizontal test of the Hwasong-14, that missile that's probably going to be their ICBM.
That could potentially reach the west coast of the United States, definitely Guam, and it's flown several times over the northern island of Hokkaido, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is a new missile system, interestingly.
Yeah. But so what were the international sanctions that are still left in the quiver?
Well, really what it is more of the same. In other words, a complete oil embargo of North Korea.
China doesn't want that.
China doesn't want that, exactly. You could have the U.S. impose secondary sanctions on Chinese banks that do business with North Korea. So de facto try and shut down all Chinese trade with North Korea. Again, China doesn't want it, but the U.S. could raise the cost of doing that. You could have a U.S. military blockade of North Korea. I mean, simply trying to shut off all all physical trade. That would be very confrontational. It would be an act of war. So there's stuff left. But here's the issue, is will more economic deprivation lead Kim Jong-un to give up its nuclear weapon program?
Will it?
I don't think so. Yeah. Unfortunately, Kim Jong-un is so far along with this program that technology at this point always beats sanctions. And I think what he wants is to demonstrate that he has a nuclear-capable ICBM and then say to the United States, okay, now I'm ready to talk to you, but I want to talk to you as a nuclear weapon state. And the U.S. will have a very, very difficult decision to make.